Every single day, we wake up with a choice to stay the same or to be better. Not better than anyone else, but better than who we were yesterday. Embracing discomfort is not just about tolerating pain or enduring struggle. It's about seeking it, understanding it, and using it as a weapon for growth. Most people spend their lives running from discomfort, building walls around anything that challenges them. They want life to be easy, predictable, and safe. But comfort kills ambition. It slowly numbs your potential, whispering lies that you've done enough, that you've earned your rest, that you don't need to go any further. The truth is, the moment you stop challenging yourself is the moment you stop growing. Discomfort is the birthplace of transformation, and if you want to become something greater, you have to be willing to suffer for it. Every time you step into discomfort, you're rewriting the story of what's possible for you. Whether it's pushing your body past exhaustion, waking up before the sun, studying when everyone else is asleep, or facing fears that paralyze you. Every act of discomfort expands your limits. Growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when your mind screams to stop, and you decide to keep going anyway. That moment, when your muscles burn, your heart races, your mind begs for comfort, that's where change begins. Pain is not a punishment, it's feedback. It's your body and mind communicating that you're on the edge of something powerful. Most people mistake comfort for happiness. They think if they avoid struggle, they'll live a peaceful life. But peace doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from conquering them. Real satisfaction is earned when you do the things you thought you couldn't do. When you face a storm, endure it, and realize you survived. When you take that cold shower, make that hard choice, finish that last rep, and look in the mirror knowing you refused to give in. That's the kind of pride comfort can never give you. Discomfort exposes who you truly are. When things get hard, the excuses disappear, and what's left is your true character. Embracing discomfort is a mindset. It's not about chasing pain for the sake of it. It's about building resilience through deliberate struggle. Every time you choose discomfort, you train your mind to stay calm in chaos. You develop grit, the rare quality that separates the average from the exceptional. When life hits hard, as it always does, those who have trained in discomfort don't crumble. They've already been through their own battles. They've already faced their weaknesses and refused to let them win. The human body and mind are capable of extraordinary things, but most people never discover that because they stop when things get hard. They underestimate how far they can go. They quit just before the breakthrough. Discomfort is the bridge between who you are and who you could be. It strips away the illusion of limitations. It teaches you that you can handle far more than you ever imagined. When you stop avoiding discomfort and start embracing it, you gain control over your mind. You learn that fear, pain, and fatigue are temporary, but pride, strength, and growth are permanent. If you can learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable, you'll become unstoppable. You'll stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, the perfect condition. You'll start acting, pushing, growing, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Comfort is a cage, and every time you choose discomfort, you break another bar of that cage. The world belongs to those who are willing to suffer for their dreams. Embrace the grind, lean into the pain, and remind yourself, discomfort isn't the enemy. It's the path to becoming everything you're meant to be. Discipline over motivation is one of the most powerful principles you can live by. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes like the wind. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world, and other days you can barely pull yourself out of bed. Relying on motivation means you only perform when you feel good. But true progress demands action even when you don't. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the quiet, consistent effort made in the shadows long before results ever show. Motivation might get you started, but only discipline will keep you going when everything in you wants to stop. Discipline is not glamorous. It's waking up early when your body begs for more sleep. It's saying no to distractions when everyone else says yes. It's choosing the hard road again and again, even when no one is watching and no one is clapping. Discipline is the voice inside that says, I don't care how I feel, I'll do it anyway. The truth is, your feelings are unreliable. They're temporary. They change with the weather, with your mood, with your circumstances. But discipline doesn't care about feelings. Discipline is rooted in commitment, not emotion. When you build discipline, you no longer depend on the rise and fall of motivation. You simply do what must be done. People often wait for motivation to arrive before taking action, but that's backward thinking. Motivation is the result of action, not the cause. When you push yourself to start, even when you don't want to, you build momentum, and that momentum creates motivation. The more you do, the more you want to do. Discipline is the spark that keeps the fire alive long after motivation has burned out. It turns effort into habit, and habit into identity. The moment you start living with discipline, you stop negotiating with weakness. You stop making excuses. You start building a reputation with yourself. A promise that says, no matter what, I will show up. Discipline builds self-respect. Every time you follow through on a commitment, you earn trust with yourself. You prove that your word means something. You prove that you are stronger than your excuses. That self-trust becomes power, because when you know you can rely on yourself, you become unstoppable. You stop needing validation from others. You stop waiting for the perfect time. You realize the secret is consistency. Doing the work day after day, whether you feel like it or not. Motivation is loud and exciting, but discipline is quiet and relentless. Motivation can make you feel powerful for a moment, but discipline will make you powerful for a lifetime. Anyone can work hard for a day. When they're inspired, few can grind for months, years, or decades without applause. That's what greatness demands. Discipline doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't depend on energy or mood. It's built through repetition, sacrifice, and willpower. It's forged in early mornings, late nights, and countless moments of choosing progress over comfort. When you live with discipline, you stop being controlled by emotions. You learn to act based on purpose, not preference. You become consistent, reliable, and focused. You start to understand that success isn't about how you feel. It's about what you do. Every champion, every leader, every success story is built on discipline. It's the foundation that holds everything together. When motivation fades and life gets hard, discipline is doing what's right, not what's easy. It's the difference between wishing for change and working for it. And in the end, those who choose discipline over motivation don't just reach their goals. They redefine what's possible. Facing your inner voice is one of the hardest battles you will ever fight, because it's a battle against yourself. That voice in your head, the one that whispers doubt, fear, and hesitation, it knows all your weaknesses. It knows exactly where to strike. It tells you that you're tired, that you've done enough, that it's okay to quit. It sounds comforting, even reasonable. But that voice is the greatest lair you'll ever meet. It doesn't want you to grow, it wants you to stay safe. It wants you to remain comfortable, average, and unnoticed. The truth is, your inner voice can either destroy you or transform you, depending on how you respond to it. Everyone hears that voice. It's the sound of resistance, the echo of insecurity, the fear of failure dressed as logic. It's the moment you're about to take a risk, and it whispers, "What if you fail?" It's when you want to push harder, and it says, "You've already done enough." Most people listen. They obey that voice because it speaks with the tone of comfort and protection. But comfort is dangerous. It keeps you from reaching the level you're capable of. If you want to become something more, you have to confront that voice and strip it of its power. You have to learn to talk back, to replace those doubts with commands, to become the master of your own mind. The mind is designed to protect you from pain, but in doing so, it also protects you from growth. It tells you to avoid discomfort, to stop when things get hard, to settle for what's easy. Facing your inner voice means recognizing that these thoughts are not truths. They are limits. Every time you give in to them, you strengthen them. But every time you push back, you weaken their hold. You have to build a new voice, one that speaks strength instead of fear, persistence instead of excuses. You do that through action, by proving that the voice is wrong. When it says you can't run another mile, you run it. When it says you can't handle more pain, you handle it. When it says you're done, you keep going. That's how you earn control over your own mind. The more you face your inner voice, the more you begin to understand it. It's not the enemy. It's a test. It's the gatekeeper between who you are and who you could be. Every time you defy it, you take a step closer to your potential. The voice will never disappear, but you can train it. You can turn it from a source of doubt into a source of power. When you push through fear and silence hesitation, that voice starts to shift. It begins to say things like, you can do this, and keep going. It starts to work for you instead of against you. This process takes time. It takes patience, repetition, and mental toughness. You'll lose battles. You'll give in sometimes, but every time you rise again and push through, you make the voice a little weaker. You prove to yourself that you are in control, not your emotions, not your fears, not your doubts. The mind will always look for the easy path, but your job is to choose the hard one, the one that leads to growth. When you face your inner voice instead of running from it, you build unshakable confidence. You learn that fear is temporary, but strength is permanent. You realize that your thoughts don't define you, your actions do. The voice in your head will always speak, but the question is, who will you listen to? The one that wants comfort or the one that demands greatness? To be unbreakable is to possess a mindset that refuses to give in, no matter how hard life hits. It's not about being fearless or invincible. It's about enduring pain, chaos, and failure without losing the fire inside. Being unbreakable means that when everything falls apart, you don't. It's built through struggle, forged in pain, and strengthened by every challenge that tried, but failed to destroy you. The world will test you in ways you never expect. People will doubt you, circumstances will crush your plans, and life will knock you down again and again. But each time you rise, each time you fight back, you prove that your spirit is stronger than your suffering. The truth is, everyone wants to be strong until it's time to face the moments that require real strength. Being unbreakable doesn't come from comfort or success. It's born from adversity. It's built in the quiet hours when no one believes in you, when your back is against the wall, and when quitting would be the easier choice. Those are the moments that define you. Every failure, every disappointment, every heartbreak is a test of how much you can take and still move forward. When you choose not to give up, no matter how broken you feel, you build resilience. A kind of power that no one can take from you. Pain is a part of life, and there's no escaping it. But you can decide what that pain means. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you. Every time you survive something that should have destroyed you, you become a little tougher, a little wiser, a little more dangerous. The ones who are unbreakable aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. Strength isn't measured by how much you can lift, but by how much you can endure. It's about standing tall even when your world feels heavy. There will be days when you feel empty, when everything inside you screams to stop, when your mind says you've had enough. Those are the days that separate the weak from the strong. When you push through that darkness, you find something extraordinary. The realization that you are capable of surviving anything. That understanding changes everything. It gives you confidence, not arrogance, courage, not recklessness. You stop fearing pain because you've faced it before and come out stronger. You stop doubting yourself because you've already proven that you can endure more than you ever imagined. Being unbreakable doesn't mean you don't feel pain. It means you feel it deeply and keep going anyway. It means you accept suffering as part of the process of growth. You stop seeing hardship as punishment and start seeing it as preparation. Every scar, every setback, every sleepless night becomes part of your armor. You stop asking, why me? And start saying, try me. Life becomes less about avoiding challenges and more about conquering them. To be unbreakable is to make a decision that no matter what happens, you will not quit. You will not surrender. You will not let the world define your limits. It's the mindset that says, you can take everything from me, but you can't take my will to fight. When you become unbreakable, failure doesn't destroy you, it fuels you. Pain doesn't weaken you, it hardens you. Every storm becomes another opportunity to prove that you can endure anything. The unbreakable spirit isn't born, it's built, piece by piece. Through every moment you choose strength over surrender, resilience over weakness, and perseverance over defeat.